Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
You see, when it comes to brains, the human brain is divided into two parts. The emotional parts that come with us by default from factory, and the logical part, the 2+2 part, that develops later on as we gather knowledge and experience. The reverse is the case for computers. You see, the brain of a computer, namely the processor, is purely logical default from factory, even though the designers are trying to teach it what seemingly looks like emotions through big data, machine learning, neural networks in the quest for a functional artificial intelligence. But that's a topic for another video, another day. Today, we are talking about the processor, the logical one that can do 2+2 and the square root of 69. Specifically Apple's own first processor in what they call the first chip ever, M1, designed for the Mac and Mac OS Big Sur, their latest OS, delivering incredible performance and revolutionary power efficiency to their 2020 MacBook Air, 13-inch MacBook Pro and Mac Mini. So let's talk about the processor M1, Big Sur the OS, and how they tagged him to bring about yet another dent in the universe in the world of tech. It's definitely your public tech advisor on update, so let's get you up to date.
It sound right, boy.
It used to be that the Mac has a different processor for CPU, graphics, input and output, security and memory. So these sub-components being far apart have to talk between each other, sending messages back and forth, copying data to and fro in order to get things done. This cost a lot in performance, efficiency and power. So Apple thought, what if we bring all these processors into a single chip? You know, a locality where only the business of processing is done, thus eliminating the information highways, the traffic, and the unnecessary copying of data and all. Unification, right? They did it and got the M1 chip. Through what is called the unified memory architecture, they put all those processors into a single pool, giving everyone in it access to the same data without the need for copying and sending, dramatically improving performance efficiency to a level you will soon find out later in this video. With 8 cores of CPU, 4 for performance to handle heavy-duty multitasking, and the other 4 for efficiency to handle lightweight workload with incredible efficiency down to every watt. The integrated graphics processor, aka the GPU, with 8 cores, outperform all the others 2-to-1 with respect to performance and power consumption. 16 cores neural engine for machine learning, latest generation of the secure enclave, plus many more features packed into this wonderful nanoscale box of power. And that is the latest and the first ever Apple designed silicon or chip, M1. Big Sur. When you take the hardware M1 and bring the software Big Sur, wonderful things happen, such as your MacBook instantly waking from sleep, like the iPhone and iPad. Look.
First, let's set the mood. How cool is that?
Launching app instantaneously, smooth system animation, 3D animation, editing raw videos with ease. With Big Sur's advanced power management, you get quiet performance and longer battery life. Advanced security and optimized app with more access to memory, CPU and GPU to give you the best performance and platform for your creativity. For continuity and compatibility, there is Universal, Rosetta 2, and this green icon that stands for mobile apps running on desktop. We will call it iPhone iPadability. On Big Sur, for apps to work natively, emulated or translated across platform, mobile and desktop. Universal apps are apps built natively to run on both Intel-based and M1-based Macs. Developers will typically release their universal version of their apps in order for them to run on the M1-based Macs. For apps that don't have the universal version, Rosetta 2 can translate those apps to run on M1-based Macs seamlessly with no hassle. Big Sur on M1 can also run iPhone and iPad apps directly on your Mac. Remember, we call that iPhone iPadability. It's just
one word was amazing.
Faster.
Much faster. Super schneller. Mega schnell.
Remarkable.
Power.
Haha. Huge. Big Sur. Same old light, thin, sleek and wedge-shaped notebook, but redefined with the M1 chip. 3.5 times faster, 5 times the graphics, 9 times more smarter with the longest battery life. 15 hours of web browsing, 18 hours of videos, 6 hours longer than any other MacBook Air. It's also the quietest with silent fanless design. No fan, no noise, just air. Thermal efficiency par excellence. And with Big Sur, it's another whole universe of unlocked potential. It
opens like that.
Snappier to the point that it wakes up instantly like a phone with a chime.
The chime is back?
Yup, the chime is back.
Oh, that's cool.
Up to 16 gig of unified memory, up to 2 TB of SSD storage, high resolution 13-inch retina display, sharper and clearer text, 25% more vibrant colors, easy on the eyes, brightness naturally adjusted with the True Tone technology. Magic keyboard, touch ID sensor and wide force touch trackpad to swipe, pinch and zoom with 1, 2 or 3 fingers at a time. Officially priced at $999, but expect some $200 to $300 more by the time it reaches your market, you know, due to logistics. And then the new Mac Mini and M1. Here's what you get. In this little box of power, you get 3 times the performance, 6 times the graphics, and 15 times the machine learning capability, aka smartness, than the previous version. The good thing about the Mini is that you can use any monitor, keyboard, and mouse you like. You can even use it as a server. Works just fine. The new Mac Mini with M1 is just 1/10 the size of the competition out there, but 5 times faster. Thermal efficiency top notch with the minimal fan design to keep it cool to sustain performance. To connect to a wide range of peripherals, there are 2 USB-C port, HDMI, 2 USB port, headphone jack and Ethernet port. It also has Wi-Fi 6, comes with up to 16 gig of unified memory and up to 2 TB of SSD storage. Officially priced from $699, even though it is $100 lower than the previous version, expected to be around $800 by the time it reaches other markets around the world due to logistics. MacBook Pro 13-inch. And for the professionals, here you go. With the M1 chip in the Pro, you get nearly 3 times the performance, 5 times the graphics, and 11 times the machine learning. Up to 20 hours of battery life, more than any MacBook Pro. The new M1 chip gives it the necessary boost to do all the heavy lifting in handling all the processor and graphics intensive activities the MacBook Pro is known for. With an active cooling system, it regulates the heat generated to sustain performance and speed while maintaining battery life. 17 hours of web browsing, 20 hours of video, that's 10 more hours longer than the last version, taking your productivity to the roof. With studio grade mic and advanced camera processor in the M1, your videos are now much more improved during video calls and recordings. With 2 Thunderbolt ports with USB 4 support, you can connect more peripherals as you like. Wi-Fi 6, Universal App, Secure Enclave, iPhone iPad ability, Instant Wake and more, much more. And thus is the new 2020 MacBook Pro 13-inch. The new Pro is officially priced at $1,299 upwards, depending on the specs. But you know, getting to other markets, logistics, price increases. My best guess, $200 to $250 more. All these new Macs and Big Sur are available now in the market. You can check them out. For Mac users, if you want to upgrade to Big Sur, here is a compatibility list with all system requirements. It's available to a wide range of Macs, luckily. So, the long-awaited transition to Apple-owned silicon is here, meaning no more third-party CPU from Intel and GPU from AMD and the likes. The Intel-based versions, though, are still available in the value chain. You can get them if you like. They work just as fine. But if you are keen on speed, performance, and efficiency, you have an option available for you. Like Tim cooked it, strength, resilience, and creativity. It's your public tech advisor, here to educate and inspire innovation and progress. Let me know how you are relating to all this by commenting down below and liking with a thumbs up for a yes and thumbs down for a no. Thank you for watching. Until the next one, cheers.
It sound right, boy.